Arthur Melo signed for Liverpool on loan from Juventus on transfer deadline day after Jurgen Klopp admitted the club needed a new midfielder, despite saying he had enough throughout the summer window. However, reports are emerging that the club are ready to end the loan just 2 weeks in. Liverpool's coach John Ackenberg has been charged and banned, and a Liverpool striker has received a heartbreaking injury. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are reportedly considering terminating Arthur Melo's loan just 2 weeks after he joined the club on a season-long loan. The Reds signed Arthur from Juventus on deadline day to ease their midfield woes. Thiago, Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita, Curtis Jones and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain have all suffered injuries this season, leaving them short in that department. Jurgen Klopp admitted Liverpool needed to sign a central midfielder at the end of the window, but was adamant they would only sign the right player. Arthur was brought in as a temporary solution, with Liverpool expected to sign a long-term successor next summer. Reports from a lot of media outlets across the UK and Europe are stating that Liverpool could end Arthur's loan just after 2 weeks at the football club, with them stating that Jurgen Klopp has seen enough. However, as I like to do on this channel, I'm here to say that this story isn't true, despite countless reports stating it is. Famous journalist Guillaume Balag has put out these headlines earlier today by tweeting, "Liverpool have not decided to extend the loan or buy Arthur, but have no intention to send him back in January. They are still assessing him. In fact, the coaching staff congratulated him on understanding the system and his quality. He decided to ignore the days off to keep work as he knows he still has to catch up with the demands. He's working on an individualised fitness plan to get him up to speed because he didn't have a regular pre-season. Pretty standard stuff considering the lack of match fitness. Arthur has just joined the club and hasn't played a lot of football and is still getting up to speed. Any judgment on the Brazilian now is simply premature and unjust. Whilst I don't think he is the long-term answer, these stories are BS. It has been announced today that Thiago has been left out of the Spain squad for the upcoming matches in the Nations League. This is the best news possible for Liverpool fans, as the Spaniard has recently returned from injury and played a masterclass on Tuesday night against Ajax Amsterdam. The last thing you would want after an injury is for him to go away and play for Spain. Now he has the next 15 days to train with the squad and get back up to full speed. Today it has also been announced that Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho have been nominated for the Golden Boy Award and are among 20 other young talents throughout Europe. Liverpool's goalkeeping coach John Ackenberg was charged by the FA in the aftermath of the drama that ensued a late win against Newcastle last month. Both Ackenberg and Newcastle's head of performance, Daniel Hodges, were charged for improper behaviour, with the Reds coach alleged to have used abusive and/or insulting gestures. A decision has now been handed down by the FA, with both Ackenberg and Hodges receiving fines and a ban. Ackenberg has been fined £7,000 by an independent regulating commission and is banned from the touchline for one fixture, meaning he'll be on the bench against Brighton on October 1st. It has been a nightmare year for Glasgow, whose first season on loan at Tranmere Rovers came to a frustrating end in March as he picked up a hamstring injury in a 3-2 win over Mansfield. The 21-year-old returned to Liverpool's training centre to undergo his rehabilitation before another temporary move over to Prenton Park was sanctioned on deadline day this month. He did so while short of fitness, but manager Mickey Mellon was clearly convinced enough of his ability when available to sanction another transfer. After 6 months out, Glasgow made his return to the pitch as a substitute on Tuesday's home clash with Bradford City. The youngster replaced Elliot Never in the 71st minute, with the score at 1-1. But less than a quarter of an hour later, he was forced off again. Mellon described it as a soul destroyer. He said, "I think he's done his hamstring, which is heartbreaking for him. He's heartbroken in there himself because he's worked so hard to get back again. That's a soul destroyer, isn't it?" We'll obviously see where it is over the next 24 hours for him, and that is something else we'll have to deal with. It is a bitter blow for Glasgow, who's been plagued with a series of injuries during his first loan at Tranmere, though it remains to be seen how long he faces out. The hope will be that it's just a minor issue, with many supporters of the belief that Mellon had rushed him back due to Tranmere's poor form. He will require scans to determine the extent of his injury. Liverpool are likely to provide assistance when it comes to any fitness issues with Glasgow, with a short trip back up to Kirkby allowing the striker to receive elite-level treatment. Whilst Liverpool aren't set to play again until October due to the postponement of fixtures and the international break, there will be a game at Anfield that will involve some familiar faces. Liverpool will take on Man United in another Legends clash at Anfield on September 24th, with 20 names already being announced, including 2 debutants. The Reds Legends side had already faced United once this year, with a 3-1 victory at Old Trafford back in May, seeing Marc Gonzalez score twice. Gonzalez is among the names back for the return fixture at Anfield, which takes place during the international break on Saturday. Sir Kenny Dalglish is in place as manager again, with Ian Rush as the assistant, and 2 names have been added to the fold for the first time. Martin Skrtel, who only retired in May after his final season in Slovakia, is a part of the squad alongside Robbie Keane. Among the marquee names called upon are Xabi Alonso, Maxi Rodriguez, Luis Garcia, and Fabio Aurelio, with the likes of Momo Sissoko, Stuart Downing, Glenn Johnston, Traore, and Jerzy Dudek also involved. Anthony Letalek and Gregory Viganel, who made their first appearances as legends in the reverse fixture along with Gonzalez, will reprise their roles. 3 players are still set to be announced, with 1 defender, 1 midfielder, and 1 forward, bolstering Dalglish and Rush's squad further. Whether that includes the likes of Jamie Carragher, Benayoun, and Dirk Kuyt, who all featured at Old Trafford, remains to be seen. The Legends tie is in aid of the LFC Foundation. As we go into the international break, we said yesterday that Trent Alexander-Arnold was the only representative from Liverpool making Southgate's England senior squad. With Jordan Henderson injured alongside Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and the likes of Joe Gomez and Nat Phillips not under consideration, the number 66 was the only red called up. There was a lot of talk of that Harvey Elliott could be a late inclusion ahead of the 2022 World Cup, but Gareth Southgate has opted to leave the 19-year-old. Instead, Elliott has been called up to represent the under-21s for their friendlies against Italy and Germany. There are 10 players in total from Liverpool that have been called up to represent the country at different levels. Seniors, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Under-21s, Harvey Elliott. Under-20s, Harvey Davies, Jane Belaski. Under-19s, Lee Jonas, Isaac Mabea, Luke Chambers, and Oakley Caniho. And under-18s, Bobby Clark, Ranell Young. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the signing of Arthur, and do you feel he'll make a big impact this season? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We have also released our brand new Jurgen Klopp LFC t-shirts. They're now available on our website. Just go down into the link in the description or go to kopiclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.